Today is July 3rd, and we're going to do ugly makeup today. Yes, because I really think it's going to turn out that way for right now. Well, let me tell you what we're going to be using. We're going to be using one of my MAC BYOP palettes, and I call this one Cobalt Blue. Well, Cobalt is what I call it because this shade right here is Cobalt, and it is a standout shade when I look at it. So that's what I named the palette after. I do have a plan. It's going to be a halo spotlight cat eye type thing, and we're going to put on City Lips Watermelon, which is described as opaque, warm toned, bright pink. My first time using this one. I have been using Los Angel Lips, which looks pink, but it's gold. So we're going to put this on. This is really pink. Oh my gosh. And it does say it's opaque, so I don't know why I thought it was going to be less color than this. But this is good to know. Oh my gosh. This is good to know. I have two more coming, and I believe one of them is opaque. And I chose different, well, darker, what I thought would be darker colors. This is really pink. Oh my gosh! When they say it's opaque, they were not lying. They were not. So this looks pink, but this shows up gold. And this one is described as cool tone pink with gold sheen, but it just shows up just straight gold. Oh my goodness. I did not expect that. Yikes. So yeah, this is really going to be an ugly look. Eyes are primed. We're going to just jump into the look. We're using Scott Barnes brushes today. Number 63s. Ooh, my lids are sticking. The puff is sticking to the mobile lid. Number 62 and number 61. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to take this shade here. The shadow name's on the back, but I'm not going to take the time to look at it because I do want this to be a multiple look, multiple palette video, which means not taking a lot of time for one look. This shade seems to be dry, like it's not wanting to come up on this brush. Or maybe this is the new one, because I did purchase new Scott Barnes brushes, which you may have seen. I think you did see them if I have already uploaded my June beauty budget update video. So yeah, they're showing up though. Oh, I messed up. I need to practice more with these brushes. I used them a lot when I first got them, and then I just started using other stuff, and so maybe the newness had worn off. Because when I do get new stuff, I do tend to like run it in the ground, and then I'll put it aside, and it'll take me a while to get back to it. But this I do love for the shape for doing inner and outer corner. And so this shadow is dry. It's dry. And it is showing up on a brush, but not a lot for all the swiping I had to do to get it on the brush. Pointy side down. We're going to put that there. Pointy side down in here. I did coat both sides, and that's how we get our inner corner. And then we just fluff it over. Not fluff it over. Swipe it over, I guess is the word. How many videos, how many clips are in this video will be determined by how long it takes me to do each look. And we're turning it sideways using, excuse me for poking you in the eye, the tip of it just to kind of get up here and closer down to the lash line. And so I think this might be it for this shade. And getting to the lash line here. Are the shapes the same? This side looks a little darker. This is really dry. This shade, I'm gonna look at it. Power to the Purple. That's what this is, and it is very dry. I don't know, when did I get this? I don't even have one here when I got it. But MAC stuff lasts a long, long time. But even though this is really dry, it is still going on, and it is pigmented still. So it's not a hassle. It's just like, why are you not wanting to come to the party? Like they're taking their time. It's like when you're late and you're rushing and the other person is still taking their time, and you're like, dude, person, girl, come on, let's go. And it's just like, I'm coming. I'll be there in 5 minutes. And they said that like 30 minutes ago. That's how Power to the Purple is. I don't remember it being this dry before though, so maybe it is dying. And the only thing with having a big palette like this, the BYOPs, what is this, 15 shades, is if one or two die, then you gotta replace them. Because you can't just, well, you could just ditch the whole palette, but if all the other shades are good, it's like you don't want to do that. Well, I wouldn't want to do that. So we're just trying to get the inner portion to look even, which it's not going to. My eye shape is not symmetrical, so, you know, I try not to make such a big deal out of it when things don't look right to me. And this seems to have shadow in here, and this side doesn't. So we're going to take the tip of the brush, and we're going to just try and wiggle it like right here. I don't know if that made a difference. We're going to take a clean one, and we're going to go into, I know I wasn't going to set the names. It's Vintage, which is this shade here. And that's going to go, I messed up, y'all, because usually I do the lighter shade outermost and innermost, and then a darker shade on the inside. So I'm already messing up. But I did tell y'all this is going to be an ugly look, right? So we're going to put this in here. Because I don't like, yeah, this is softer than Power to the Purple. Because I don't like when my innermost and outermost, well, my innermost particularly, I don't like when my innermost is dark. Is the darkest part of the eye look. I really don't. And so that's why I started doing the second to the lightest shade on the outermost and innermost, excuse me. And the darker shade, like where I'm putting this one, like right here, like inside the outer and inner corner. And I liked my halos a lot better when I started doing that. You know, these are flowing nice together. So we're just overlapping. So we have a gradient between those two shades. We're going back to the first brush because we have a lot of purple. Well, purple goes further here than over here. So we're going back to Power to the Purple, and we're going to just lightly feather it up here just to take up some of this space because there's not a lot of space here. But oh goodness, and I came up too high over here. I did say this was going to be an ugly look, right? I wasn't lying. I wasn't. We're working it out though. So we're going to just feather here just to try to get the same shape, which is never the same shape. I think that's as close as we're going to get, so I'm not going to keep messing with it, I say, as I keep messing with it. Story of my life with makeup. Okay, this is almost the same. Okay, as far as the distance between the color and the brow. So we're just trying to get that to look the same. All right, let me put this brush down because I'm doing too much. But then it seems to be like faded like right here. So I'm just going to take the tip of the brush. I'm still messing with it, right? Is there like a hole right there? Is that one of those gaps in my skin? Not gaps, but indentation in my skin where shadow just won't go in there. You see how it... Okay, let's put the brush down. But now we're going to take this brush and we're going to go into Cobalt. No, we're not. We're taking this brush and we're going to go into Cobalt, this shade right here. And we're going to put that in the middle. And this, I'm trying to see if the space is the same as far as the center piece, but we're going to see. So we're swiping this in here. And where's it at on the brush? And we're going to put that in the middle. I have not done this combination before. And so I was sitting here like, what can I do different? And there's an eyeliner I want to play with. My newest Inglot liner. So this is okay, but I don't like how dark the inner portion is, the inner corner of my eye is. That's the only thing. This one is softer because this one is actually puffing up in the pan, whereas the first shade we used was dry. The second shade we used was not dry, and this one is actually powdery compared to the first two, even though it's not powdery, but there is some kick up in the pan. So these three mattes are different finishes, which, well, not different finishes, but they're performing different. Excuse me if you heard that. I just ate a big bowl of spaghetti. It was delicious. So we're just doing this, just blending it. I just don't like how dark my inner corner is. So I need to figure that out. So now we're going to take, I was going to look in here in the mirror and see if I have fallout. But there's no mirror. And I don't want to get close because when I get close, that's when the lighting changes. Some videos are doing, some doesn't. So I don't know. This had, I don't know what this had on there. And I don't know what the difference was. So we're going to take this brush and we're going to take this shade here. And this shade is Les Artiste. And If I want to take a different brush, if I just go straight down, let me see. I don't know. Let's just use this brush. We're going to just go in and we're going to just put that kind of like right here, but instead of going up and down, we're just going side by side, but we're not going over the entire blue. So just to give it a little bit of shine, it's not doing much. This is one of those shades, because of the color of it, it doesn't look like much. It looks nice over black though, I think. I don't even remember if I did it, so I might just be making up stuff right now. And so we are swiping in and tapping off, and that's just going right here in the center, like this area right here. If I were using the Esom brush, I would just come straight down, but we're not. So yes, I'm still playing around again with different ways to use these brushes. We're going to take another one of the blending brushes, the number 62, and we're going to go into, part of me wants to use this because it's grungy, but then part of me is saying this will be a little more sensible. So we're going to take this shade here, which is, I don't know, H-A-U-X, this shade. Am I looking at that right? No, I'm not. That is not, wait a minute, where am I at? This is why I didn't want to get into saying what the colors were. Yeah, this one is H-A-U-X. I don't know how to pronounce it. So we're going to take this one. We're going to tap straight in, and we are going to swipe this up here. And just whatever that's going to do is what it's going to do. I'm trying to think of what to do for my inner corner, because I don't like the inner corner being that dark. I like how this is blending that out though. Do I want to put this on the inner corner just to tone that down, or do I want to put a shimmer in there? This was a live stream. I would wait for one of my members to answer, but it's not a live stream, so we're just going to keep going. I had a new eyeliner. Did I say it already? Yeah, that I wanted to try, but I don't think it's going to really go with this look. I think it'll be funky, like in a good way, and it may just turn out nice, because sometimes when I think things are not going to turn out nice, they do. But yeah, so this is what we have so far. We're at 12 minutes, and I do like this. I just don't like the inner corner. What are we going to do about that? I want to take, I have an itch right here. I'm going to take this brush, and we're going to take, damn it, we're going to take this shade right here, which in person, this is what I see in person, but where you are, it looks pink, but this is what I see. And that one is Too Good, T-U-T-U, good. So we're just tapping some on the brush. We're going to tap off, and we're going to put this right here. I do like that better already. And yeah. So we're putting this, I already told you where we're putting it, and you can see where we're putting it. So what am I even saying? I do like that better. Excuse me for smacking. This is wet. My eyes are tearing upward. Oh my gosh, this is wet right here and right here. So that means my eyes are going to be tearing soon. Sorry to be poking you in the face with the brush. So I do like that a lot better. And I'm wondering if I want to take it over further. I am. I'm going to take it over further. And actually, I could have took that second purple shade to put here instead. Because it's like, why put down colors and then cover them up? So we're going to do that. We're going to go back with that second brush and go back to this here. And we're going to put that here. And I did coat both sides of the brush. So we're starting where Too Good stops and just sweeping it over. I think I should have left it the way it was. Yeah, we're going to go, excuse me. We're going to go back to Too Good. It is wet, so it's like stuck right here. I see a line of demarcation because where it was wet, it's just stuck. But I do still like it better than how it was before. This is interesting. So for our lower lash line and inner rims, we have one next retractable eyeliner, and the shade is Gypsy Blue. Is it? Yeah, Gypsy Blue. And for lower lash line, what are we going to do? We're going to, do we want to try one of those? We're going to take one of these Scott Farm brushes, which I'm still just like, wow, I really bought one of these. This is the number 60. It's a lip and eye brush, excuse me. And we're going to take, do we want to just be bold and do green since we have a green on our lower lash line? let's just go for it. We're going to go bold. We're going to take this shade here, which is hella bright, and that shade is Mo Money, Mo Problems. And hopefully I can get this on decent with this brush, because usually I use a more rounded brush and not a straight edge brush. And I can't even really see like if it's doing anything because I don't want to get close. And I could just pick up my mirror that's sitting right there, but y'all know I like to be difficult, so we're just gonna put this here. I like how Gypsy Blue shows up on my lower lash line and on my inner round. Let me see, is that doing anything? Actually just filled in whatever gaps there was from the eyeliner pencil. I do like this though, it does add color. We are going to experiment. So that's it for the colors with this palette. This is the new shade from Inglot. I still can't get over how pink this is. But you know what? I kind of like it though. And it's not looking crazy with a purple and blue eye look. This is number 99. I want you to read down below because they sent me 2 of these by mistake. And so that's all I'm gonna say about that. So we're gonna take, this is, you know what would make sense too is if I use the clean one I have of these to try to get this up here, but I tend to not like these kind because I can't get into like my inner corner. But should I just try it? Damn it. Let's try it. Since we use our other Scott Forest brushes. So, number 99. And it is like a shimmer type thing. I'm talking loud. I'm excited. Let me put these brushes away so I can have them put my elbow on the table. I wanted to use this the other day, but I knew at all it was not. Whew, so you see the shimmer. I knew it was not going to go with the eye look I was doing. Damn it. Alright, this is my, where did this come from? The Rock and Roll Ozzy Osbourne collection. So I am going to do my best to get this up here. And the problem is being able to see in the inner corner to get the liner inside. That's my problem with these types of brushes. Whereas if a pointed one, I can just hold it back and do the inside, like doing here. I like this color. Is it doing anything for the look? I think it's blending in. I can see it down here. And we're going to just do a small wing. There's not much left on the, well, yeah, it is. Once I turned it over, some color came off. This is a pretty shade. And I knew it wasn't going to show up much over dark shadows. That eyeliner pencil, it was bleeding because my eyes were tearing. So we're going to go back in. Hopefully we can get the other side to look as decent as this side. So I am just stabbing it, and you can see the stab marks instead of swiping it because of the type of brush it is. Meaning not like one of these. You can't see it. One of those. So we are, oh man, it transferred. I see that liner right up here. Can you see that? Like right there. Oh shit. Because you know why? The line is thicker than I wanted, and these Inglot liners are creamy. Damn. And I don't even remember what brush that was to pick up the same one. This side I can get into the inner corner fine, but it's over here where I had problems. Oh man. Friggin' what was I gonna say? The liner transferred. That's a pretty color though. Damn it. What you gonna say? Like a clean brush. So we got the liner on, and I think it looks decent. We're gonna go back to, was that Cobalt? So we're gonna take Cobalt, and we're gonna tap that over. Oh shoot, now it made it darker. And you know what too? Because we had that gold on top of, damn it. And I can still see that line where the liner is. Oh gosh. All right, I'm doing this side because I did this one in the Cobalt now. It's really standing out. Damn it. I'm gonna take another one of the blending brushes, go back with Too Good. No. Damn. That wasn't Too Good. That was LES Artiste that we had put like right in the center, which all it did really was tone down Cobalt. So, excuse me. Oh my gosh. That was a hiccup and a belch and a gurgle. Damn, 3 for 3. Go, girl. That is so disgusting. So this is just toning down Cobalt, and I do like the look. We're going to take a brush, y'all. Look at all the brushes I used so far for this look. We're going to take a brush, no shadow on it, and we're just going to just sweep the whole thing over. And I can still see that line from that eyeliner. And the lips are already done. I'm thinking if I wanted to put something else over top of it. I do like the look though. I do. I don't really like how dark this portion is, but that was my mistake. So what are we going to do? Are we going to put something else over the lip? I wonder if that'll make this look more gold if I use this one. We're only going to put, this on Maleficent. We're only going to do, my eyes are burning, y'all. Excuse me for hitting my throat. We are just going to do one more look in this video because this is a little over 20 minutes. And my standard seems to be 40 to 50. I normally don't match my lips together because it moves the product. These being glosses is not so bad, but if it was a liquid lipstick, I definitely would not do that. Why is this so dark like right here? I do like Maleficent over that pink. Let me wipe this off. This just looks dark right here for me, for some reason. I do like Maleficent over Watermelon. It has like a little goth vibe to it. Oh, we didn't do mascara. I'm gonna edit that out, or not do mascara. I'm not gonna do mascara because my eyes are burning, and so now I'm wondering if it is that first shade we used, if it was this one, Power to the Purple, and where it is itching, burning, is this area right here. This whole area, and that's where that shade was. I don't feel anything out here where it is, but this whole part right here on both sides, damn it, it's not feeling good. So this will be this look. This is the MAC palette that we use for this look. Let me know what you think and hang tight for the next look in 3, 2, 1. Happy 4th of July, way late, and I feel weird even saying that. City Lips, Los Angel Lips. I feel weird even saying that because it's supposed to be Independence Day, and if Project 2025 goes through, a lot of us are going to be losing our rights, and some have already been lost already. So anyway, that's what today is. We're going to be using, I'm using this, I think, probably as just a base for my gloss, I think, even though this is a gloss. And so that's what that looks like. That's what this looks like. We're going to be using another MAC palette today. I wanted to be out of the door by now, but actually, So we're using, I call this my Werk MAC BYOP because this red shade is called Werk, spelled with an E. And so that's the standout shade for me. So that's why I call it that, because I can look at this and be like, oh, that's the Werk palette. I haven't really labeled my lethal palettes. We have on Fenty Brow Primer Foundation, prime the lids with the Fenty Primer, House Labs bronzer, blush, highlighter, finishing powder, Hourglass Radiant Light, Scandinavia Bridal Formula lower lash line. We have on Sephora Ultimate Gel Eyeliner in matte brown. What else did we do? I want to say that's everything. Okay, so we're going to get into this, and I'm thinking first portion of the lid, second outer lid, maybe one of these for brow bone, maybe this one. Real simple because I don't have a lot of time to mess up and try to fix stuff. And I'm looking in here like there's not a lot of light toned what I would use for transition shades or brow bone. This is like the only matte one. This has a shimmer. All of these mattes are darker. Lower lash line, I think we're going to put this one. So let's just get to it. This is a pretty shade. If I remember, it didn't show up much, but it was really cute. Story of my life, right? It's so cute. Where is it? It's hiding. So we're going to go into this first shade right here, and we're using Hourglass brushes. This is an Hourglass number 3, and I really like the formula of MAC shadows. Yesterday is when I used, what palette was that I used yesterday? When I had that purple, Power to the Purple, that was really dry. I think I figured out why I was having an issue with my eye. I was using a sample of the Ole Hendrickson Bright Eye something eye cream, and I was using it like every other day. I didn't have an issue. And when I realized, then I said, okay, I'll start using it every day. Now we're going to come over to this one. When I started using it every day, that's when I think back, I started having issues with my eyes. My eyes being itchy, excuse me for smacking. My eyes being itchy and tearing. And so I stopped using that. And as my life would have it, because I thought it was working for me, I had purchased a full size during a point multiplier event at Ulta. And so I think I'm gonna just give that away. So I'm just like, when am I gonna learn? You know, or at least use stuff every day and not every other day. And I don't even know why I did that. I do know why I did that, because I have other eye serums that I use on a regular basis. And so I was like, I really don't need to experiment with this every day, but I should have. I'm just lightly overlapping and feathering going in and feathering out. So I should have, though, especially before I purchased the full size. And I remember thinking, I hope I don't have a reaction when I use this every day. So it's one of those things that has a cumulative effect. And I think that thing cost like $44. I earned a lot of points for it. That's a nice blend. I like this. I'm just lightly feathering. This could be like the whole lid. Like I could just do this and just leave it. But y'all know I need to do more. So today, one of my cousins in Jersey is having a cookout. Start time was 2 o'clock, but I leave and they're still there. So even if I leave at 8 o'clock at night, they're still there. But I will see my mom today, and that's always, it's hard. If you don't know, my mom has dementia, and she doesn't know I'm her daughter. And that's not the hard part. The hard part, surprisingly, right? The hard part is she's not the mom that I knew growing up. And so it's like, she's not my mom. She's just a person in my mom's body. And because she's changed so much, you know, losing weight and her face shape changed and everything, it doesn't even really look like her. And so that's the hard part, is seeing her and knowing that this is my mom's body, but this does not look like my mom at all. Now we're going to go with this shade. And so I do sit with her, and you know, I talk to her and she just stares at me. She's, what percentage would I give? She's like 90% nonverbal. If you get her going, like, she will laugh and she will talk, but it's not words. Like once in a while she'll be like, yeah, but then because of the dementia, we don't know if she's really answering a question or if she's just saying that. And so, but I do sit and I hold her hand, I talk to her, and she will grip my hand back. And I don't know if that's just instinct, because even babies do that. If you grip their hand, or if you you know, put your, like if you grab their thumb or something, like they will grab back. So I don't know if that's instinct or what. And that might just be an instinct, because we are prone to wanting and desiring human touch, you know what I mean? And even if I just sit next to her and don't say anything, if I grab her hand, she'll squeeze my hand and then she'll just look at me. I mean, so she's aware of people around her. And so I'll sit and talk to her, and she'll just stare at me, and then she'll look off, you know, into space, or just, you know, look away, or just whatever she's looking at. But so it's just always hard. And my aunts who take care of her, I help them take care of her when I'm there. I'm the gopher. When it's time to clean or whatever, I'm like, what can I do? They're like, go get this, go get that, hold this, do that. And I'm like, okay. And so, you know, I do what I can. And both of them were nurses. My mom was a nurse too. So she is getting the best care possible. And so I'm not concerned for her care because she gets the best care possible from 2 of her sisters who are nurses. And so that part I feel good about. It's just hard seeing her because she's not the mom I knew. And I did go through a grieving process because she's not the mom I knew. So she's just a person, somebody living in my mom's body. So that was a hard process. And that was years ago when I first realized I was grieving that. And it's been years since then. And so it still touches me. And that's what I'm talking about. And I'm kind of, it didn't dawn on me until today, maybe like 20 minutes ago. I was like, wow, I'm going to see my mom today. Because I really hadn't thought about it. And so I text my brother, my chosen family brother. And he was like, oh, I forgot about that. And he was like, anything I can do? And I said, just knowing you're there for me helps. And I'll be around, you know, biological family and everybody talking, chit-chatting, catching up. And I don't see family often. And so it's always, you know, just catching up, and usually it's a good time. Food should be really good. So I'm excited about that because I know I'm chunky and I like to eat. So now we're going to take, this is cute and it's simple and it's easy. And I know it matches my shirt. This is my Fisk University shirt. I have a cousin who graduated with a doctorate degree in biology from Fisk, and after she graduated with her doctorate, they offered her a job, and so she took the job. And when we went to visit her, we had a family reunion down there. I do think I want to just still take this one, even though I think it's going to look kind of funky. So part of me is saying take that one, but this one is a matte, which doesn't matter because you can use what you want to use. Or I can just blend this out. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to add any more shadow up top. Excuse me, this brush doesn't have anything on it. We're just going to just blend. And we had a family reunion down there. And so we hung out with her, and we actually stayed at her house. She has a huge house. The uncles I drove down there with, did we drive or did we fly? We flew to Tennessee. And so we actually stayed at her house. And so, you know, she took us around here, there, everywhere. The best chicken places. Oh my gosh. I mean, I didn't think chicken was a thing like that, but it's like, no, you got to go to this place. No, you got to go to this place. It's like if you're in Philadelphia, it's either Pat's or what's the other place? Geno's, I think. It's not Geno's. It's Pat's or somewhere. We're supposed to have like the best cheesesteaks, and there's always a battle, like who's the best. That's how it is with chicken down there. Fried chicken down there. This is nice. And so we had a lot of fun down there. And so she took us on campus. She took us on tours. There's a museum on campus. And she was like, get whatever y'all want. I'll put it on my tab or whatever. Because she has like a faculty tab or whatever. And I saw a mug that I liked. Did I get a mug? I did get a mug. Because it has some of the historical facts of Fisk University on it. And then I saw this shirt. And she was like, oh, go ahead and get it. So I tried it on. They didn't have a dressing room. So the guy was like, well, you can go in the storage room and I'll just make sure I close the door. So I'm like in the storage closet with a storage room. Because I didn't want to get it and it not fit. And so it fit. And I was going to pay for it. And she's like, no, give it to me. I'll pay for it. And I'm like, but you already got the mug. She was like, so? I'm like, oh, thank you. So that was pretty cool. So, and it's a very comfortable shirt. Now we are going to take this shade here. Part of me is like, that would be too dark. When do I care, right? I'm going to take this shade. The shade we put on our inner corner. I'm being sensible today. I don't know what's happening to me. And so we are just going to try not to swipe my eyeball. I'm learning not to get close to my mirror. So I am using my camera, my phone, as a mirror. So that's what when I'm looking right here, I'm looking at me. When I'm looking here, I'm looking where you are. Hi, how y'all doing? And when I'm looking up here, I'm looking at the time. So if it looks like I'm looking all over, it's because I am. So this is me, this is the time, this is you. In case y'all were wondering, like, why are her eyeballs going in 3 different directions at one time? That would be why. So, and I do have a handheld mirror, but then I wonder, like, if I hold that up, would that also mess with the lighting from being too close to my phone? And then when I watch my videos back, maybe because I watch it on my TV, like I look like I'm in y'all face anyway. So I pulled out Fortune to use because I wanted something with some color. This was a very easy look. Fortune is green. It shows up almost black on me. And maybe it's the lighting. We're going to blame everything on the lighting as always. This is a MAC 210 brush. And so we're going to swipe and turn to coat the bristles and hopefully bring them together. This one isn't super frayed like the ones I put in my Sigma brush case professional brush book thing. It has a long title. And I realized today also, I didn't pack what makeup I was going to take. I didn't pull out what makeup I was going to take. But it feels good knowing I don't have to worry about brushes. And for a moment I thought, oh my gosh, I need to pick out eyeliner brushes. And I'm like, wait a minute. I got 4 eyeliner brushes in there. So that's really a relief. Just knowing, okay, I just went too wide right here in that spot. So it is a relief knowing I don't have to pick out brushes like ever. And I don't know when you'll see that video, but that thing is full of brushes. And I'm looking at what I still have, and I still have like a bunch of brushes here, but it is more space though. And so I did rearrange some of my brushes that are here, just spacing them out. Y'all, we have heat advisories here in Delaware for the next couple days, and thunderstorm warnings for the next couple days. I'm like, my face is gonna melt. And I did think not to even wear makeup, but I'm like, it's a daily thing for me. So my face melts, it melts, I'll be inside. I don't like heat anyway, so I'm inside as much as possible when I'm at cookouts or anything. This has a hook right here and I can see it, and I don't know what to do about it except, let's bring this in. That's not gonna look right. So what we're gonna do, and this side is fine, it's just this side. So we're gonna take this, which is on our lower lash line, and is there a green in that palette? No. So we're actually gonna start where the green is and bring it in. So we're just gonna try and connect it. This is not working. So I'm trying to make in because my skin moves. Yeah, that's not working. I was thinking if I can connect it, okay, there it is, if I just push hard, but I didn't want to push hard because if I mess up, it's going to be a jagged line or just a sideways line or something. So I'm starting out where the green is and just filling in that corner piece. Oh, that's pretty. So that's what we're going to do to try to fix that. Excuse me. So the last thing we're going to do, I was wondering if I wanted to take a different mascara because this one may be empty, or just take it and just use it and then throw it away, because I've had it for a while and I've been using it exclusively for a while. It's the only one I have open right now. But I was wondering if I want to open and take a Fenty Full Frontal mascara, which I've had for a while, but I've never opened it. I have quite a few. I think I have like 2 mascaras that I just haven't opened. I only like to have open no more than 2 at a time, because I want to make sure I'm using up my mascaras. And that's why it's important that I do like it. And that's why I ended up not keeping the Cream Musea. It was nice though, but it didn't do anything for my lashes. And even after using it almost exclusive for over a month, I still wasn't noticing a difference, except the longer I used it, the more wet it seemed to be, and it was causing transfer up here and down here. And so that I didn't like. And so the first couple weeks though, it was fine. It still didn't look like anything on my lashes. This side did, but I think this side is just longer. But even with this one, the MAC Stack Mascara, you can see lashes over here. Where the Queen Musea, you couldn't even see I had lashes over here. So I was like, okay, what is this doing? But then because I started having the transfer issue and it's seeming like it was more wet, I said maybe it is making my lashes longer, and maybe that's why it's transfer. Because even now doing this, I can feel my lashes touching up here, but there's no transfer. So I do think part of it was the Queen Musea just became more wet, which is strange because usually as you use the mascara, it might get a little more dry because air is getting in here. So that was just a weird experience. I'm going to take this because I do think it's almost done. Do we want to put a lip on top of this lip? I'm wondering what this will look like. It'll just look gold. We're going to do it just because I'm curious, because this shows up gold anyway, kind of, sort of. we're going to put this on. I am going to take this one with me, but I am going to use this as a base, and I am going to take Tillamook with me. But I'm just curious what this is going to look like. What I don't like is that when I put the Sephora cream lip stain liquid lipsticks over this gloss, the City Lips one, I don't like how it changes the formula of that lipstick. And so that's the only downside. But it seems to work okay. I think it seemed to work okay over the MAC one. But yeah, that's it. I didn't do anything to the lip, but it did add moisture to it, and it made it a little less tacky. This is a little sticky, but not like glue. But putting this on it, it kind of took some of the tack away, which is good. So this is the look that we have today. Let's do our pictures, because I got to go. Aren't I lovely? And we're going to do our thumbnail. This is the palette that we use. 4 shades. 3. Wait, 3. We want to use 3 shades. All right, here we go. I'm getting simple. Yeah, we only use 3 shades. All right, so we're going to go. Thank you. Even though this is way late, I hope you had an enjoyable holiday. And I hope you had some good food, good company, hung out with friends, family, or just chilled out at home and just embraced the peaceful solitude. You will see me soon. Thank you for being here. Stuff is going to pop to watch. Lots of links down below. Not thumbs down. Lots of links down below. And you will see me soon. Thanks.